Hi guys, this is Mari and you're watching Mxribomb, and in a way, it has been a week since Artfight started. It hasn't been 7 days. It won't be 7 days until the 8th, and I know that, but in my mind, 7 days has passed. And also, I was like preparing, like I was putting like all of the speed paints in order, and with just the speed paints from Procreate and one from Ibis Paint, but the video is already like 40 something minutes. Like, guys, I don't want to edit. I don't want to edit a week's worth of attacks if this is what it means. But we're going to anyways. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get into it. But I'm really excited. So, my priority with this. Oh, guys, I need to explain. First of all, thank you to everyone who submitted to my Draw This in Your Style challenge. I mean it when I say that everyone's entries were honestly stunning and great, because I really wasn't expecting to get any entries, to be completely honest. I wasn't expecting people to do it, but you guys did. You really showed out for me, and I'm so happy that you did. I can't even like explain like the flux of anyways, locking in. But also, if you're new to my channel, hi. If you don't know what Artfight is, I can explain very briefly. Basically, Artfight starts July 1st at a time, I think 12 p.m. I don't know what time zone, but it starts in July. July 1st. Spans through the entire month of July, and that is what we call the Artfight season. There are 2 teams, you join a team, and you draw other people's characters, other people draw your characters. It's all good. It's fun. It's wonderful. And whichever team has the most points by the end of the month, they win! What do they win? Bragging rights. Fun. Remember that this game is about the fun, okay? I'm not gonna make you guys lose the game. Oh! Guys, sorry, 2nd time in a row? Wow. Wow, I'm evil. I'm diabolical. But anyways. But yeah. It's just supposed to be fun. It's all good fun. And so when I decided that I was gonna do 9 attacks, actually I didn't decide that, it just kind of happened. My my goal for this year is at least 20 attacks by the end of the season. I at the rate we're going, I might get more than 20. I don't know, I felt really inspired this week, so I was like, let's just do it. Let's just do whatever. But that being said, my priorities, if you look at my newly renovated Artfight account that I renovated literally the day before Artfight, okay, if we take a peek at that, you will see that I have decided to change the entire like aesthetic of my bio and of my profile. That's because I thought it was, I don't know, for lack of a better word, I thought that my old profile was kind of blah, kind of meh. And then I saw these Twilight Sparkle like themed posts, like web graphic posts on Tumblr, and I was like, wait. And then there's this artist that I follow on Instagram, and I think they're also on TikTok, Mousu, I don't know how to say it, but they do My Little Pony animations mostly, and all of their like GIFs and animations, or their animations, are available as GIFs on their Patreon, which is free. It's free download, which is amazing, so I gave them credit. Go watch their stuff, they're great. I love their content. But you know, like, Team Crystal has to win, because the power of friendship always prevails, and the elements of harmony, the elements of friendship, they are crystals. What are the crystal ponies? They're ponies of love. Okay, guys, this is really important, and guys, if love and friendship are gonna prevail, then we need to work together. We need to work together for Team Crystal to win. I don't want to see no more 0.111s going over to Team Fossil, guys. Guys, we've got to cook. We've got to cook. I say as I do another friendly fire, we've got to cook. Anyways, so after this, I'll probably be focusing more on the characters I have in my bookmarks, and then I'll go forth and do revenges. I'll also be putting the usernames of these people on screens, and I might put the links to their accounts in the description of this video. I should do that. You're right. So make sure you guys go attack them, especially if you like any of the designs here, if you think they're fun, cool, whimsical, then yes. Sorry, I had to serious myself for a second, guys. That was a little bit embarrassing. But let's get on into it, if I don't say so myself. because honestly, I'm having the time of my life right now. I've drawn these people's characters more than I have my own OCs. That's like saying you see other people's kids more than you do your own. That's crazy. Well, I guess teachers probably see other people's kids more than they do their own, right? Well, I'm not a teacher. And these aren't... okay, whatever. Let's just get into it, okay, guys? Okay, so first off is Jaehwan's character, Neon Cherry Blossom. Did I say that username right? I don't know, that's how I've been saying it for the past couple of days, so I really hope I did. Anyways, Jaehwan won first place for my Draw the Senior Style Challenge. For the DTIYS winners, I'll put like all of their, what's it called? Their submissions on the screen also, so that you guys can admire them the way that I did. And also make sure you look through the tag and through the tag and support the other artists that are in the tag, because when I say that everyone's like different submissions were amazing, like I mean it. Like I'm gripping the edge of, I was gonna say edge of my seat, but I'm not on a chair, I'm in my bed, so I'm gripping my blanket with anticipation, just looking through the tag. But yeah. So when I was doing this one, this was technically the second time I drew this character, because I had low-key like pretty much finished an attack, and then I was like, wait, I don't like this, so I restarted it. Jaehwan, if you want the original piece, I can also give that to you. I can send it to you. But low-key, it's not that good. To be fair, I know that it's one of those things where it's like, oh, artists are just happy to see their character drawn, but guys, you have to understand, this was my first attack and I was feeling so rusty, and I just decided, because the first one I used like a lot more like, I don't know, like hard brushes and whatnot, hard edges, and then so the second one, so I was like, well, since I didn't like that, let me use like softer brushes. Oh, and as for my brushes, I don't know, maybe I should start like putting my brush details on screen. Maybe I'll do that. I'll start doing that now. Yes. Sorry, but for this one in particular, I used the Jig Sketch pack, which is, I'm pretty sure, free to download somewhere. I don't know, I'll find it, or maybe I won't, we'll see. But I decided to try and be like a little bit softer about it, I don't know, and something you'll see, because I also do this in my, like, if you go back and watch my reference sheet videos, really any video where I'm drawing, I don't do line art, because I hate doing line art, so I decided to get rid of it as a process. So instead, what I do is I draw a sketch, and then I just get to erasing. And one of the last attacks, you'll see that I really took that seriously. Oh, sorry, my necklace makes a lot of noise, do you hear that? Like, I feel like a stray cat. Sorry, that was uncalled for. That was rather uncouth of me, but yeah, my gripe with this one is that I kind of wish that I had, like, I don't know, I wish that I had been like a little bit more dynamic with it. Like I said, I don't know, because I tried to go pretty out there with the initial one, with the very first one, and it didn't work for me somehow. So I tried to keep it simple. I tried to keep it sweet and fresh and clean, and I think it didn't turn out too bad, you know? Like, if someone drew, like, if like, I don't know, I'd be happy to receive this as an attack, personally, but I'm also very happy just when people draw my characters. I'm like, I'm one of those people, you know? Because it makes me really happy when people, like, appreciate my characters, and I'm sure that a lot of other artists are like that also, so I don't know, I was, like, tweaking out over this, but can we take a moment for that blending on the knee? It's beautiful. Oh my gosh, my tummy made a noise, guys. Sorry, it's 2 p.m. and the only thing I've had is tater tots and, like, half of a breakfast quesadilla from a gas station, because we just came back from the beach. But point aside, I'll get into that later. But guys, that rendering on the knee, I think I cooked a little bit. Sorry, I don't know who that was. I don't know who that was. But actually, so I started this like a day late, or like, I don't know. I think I started this the night the Artfight started, and then I finished it and everything on July 2nd, because when Artfight started, I was at the dentist. I want that to be known. I was at the dentist. I was getting my teeth cleaned, and I don't know. It was an experience because I didn't get to see the website crash, and I was low key kind of sad. But yeah, I went in, colored the line art, did some stuff, and I don't know. I didn't like what I was doing with the background, so I did this instead. All right. So next up was Mxribomb. I hope it was either of those ways because I'm gonna be really upset if it wasn't. But it's their character, the Knight. I really like this character's design. I thought it was so cute and so fun, so I had to do it. I also have never, I don't know, this made me realize that I don't actually like draw weaponry ever. It's something that like I know in the back of my mind, and it's the main reason why like I don't make a lot of like action storylines or like stuff to do with a lot of fighting, and probably also why I never continued with my own Magical Girls series, because it was a lot of work, guys. But I don't know, I've never been one to draw weapons, so this was like a little bit of a fun refresher, and I did genuinely have a lot of fun doing this attack. I think that this is probably like one of the best coloring wise. I will say that I definitely messed up on the face a little bit, but I think by the time I was done, I was just like, I can't fix this. I don't know how to fix this. I'm gonna submit it and hope they like it. So anyways, Mxribomb. I'm gonna call you M. I'm sorry. I feel like one of my teachers in middle school who didn't know how to say my full name, and so like she called me M&M, like the candy, not the rapper. And I don't want to be that guy who makes you sad, who makes you cry. Whoa, sorry. I admit I've been listening to this song. It's a good song, but I need to lock in. But so M won second place in my DTIYS challenge. Look at their beautiful submission on the screen. Wow, it's beautiful. It really is, guys. Oh my gosh, guys, like not to glaze or anything, but guys, the people in my server and the people and my subscribers, you guys are so talented. This is insane. But yeah. I don't really know. I think I started this like not as soon as I was done. I think I took like a brief break, but I did start this like in the morning on July 2nd, and this was the first day of the first like period of time on Artfight that I did not leave my room until 5 p.m. in the evening. Like, I was gonna leave around the afternoon, I swear, because I was like, I should probably go get lunch, and then guess what? My brother brings Burger King to me. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna turn down free Burger King. So I ate Burger King in my room, and then I went back to drawing. By the way, this entire time I was watching Vanilla Mace. Guys, I love Vanilla Mace so bad. Guys, I love Vanilla Mace. You don't get it. Have I ever seen any of her Twitch streams? No, because Twitch makes my head hurt. But I really like her vlogs. She's so cool. Anyways, I decided to do like spider lilies because I wanted it to be more than just the character like standing there. I don't know, because I always feel bad like when I do an attack and it's just like the character standing there, which like I know that's not like a bad thing. I know, like I love when people just draw my character standing there. I do, but for me, I want to do more. I want to go above and beyond for these people. And so, yes, she is still just standing there, but now there are flowers around her, so it's different and quirky. What did I use for this one? Oh, for this one, I was playing around with, like, especially with colors, and I low-key don't know the name of the brush, but I've been using it for basically everything else, but it's everything that's, like, in the drawing section of Procreate. I'll put it on the screen. It should already be on the screen, actually, because if it isn't, that would make me rather inconsistent. Sorry, guys. I need to calm down. I really do. Oh my gosh. My tummy keeps making noise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Anyways, like I said, I think this was probably one of my favorite ones to color, just in general, and also probably the one that I have the best coloring on. The background itself is pretty simple. It's just like red, but the flowers, guys, you have to understand there are flowers, so more points. I was also trying to figure out how I wanted to like do lighting on this, because guys, I have to be honest, I don't actually know how to do lighting, and that'll be very apparent soon, so just so you know. Okay, so next up is Anteater Lover's character, KD, I believe, right? It's KD. Sorry, I have a friend named KC, and so I kept mixing that up internally, but this is actually going to be a one where I switched to Ibis Paint, because I wanted to do like a fun like little pattern background like moment, and I couldn't figure it out like in Procreate, because I wanted to add like a bunch of effects, and Procreate does not have the pixelized effect, which pisses me off. So I switched to Ibis Paint at the end, you'll see. But this one was really fun to do. Also, warning for anyone who it bothers, this character does have like healed scars. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't put it as a warning on Artfight because it's not required. But I don't know, if you're sensitive to that, I guess. Warning before I actually draw them in. But I really like doing this one. This was my second attack that I did on the same day that I did Mxribomb. Also, congratulations, Anteater Lover, Juno. You're third place. Oh, Princess. Princess what? Sorry. I tapped into the voice and I had to do it. But, oh, this was fun. This one was nice. I like doing this one a lot. And I don't know why. I think it was just because, like, I could actually see, like, myself, like, my art kind of getting back into the swing of things. Because, I don't know, for some reason, like, doing illustrations tires me out really easily, but I had like this burst of inspiration. I know you don't only have to do illustrations for Artfight, like you can do animations, you can make crafts, you can do 3D models, but I don't know how to do 3D models, and I don't want to do crafts right now, so I'm doing drawings. And you guys have to live with that. You have to live with that knowledge, and you have to enjoy it too. So, enjoy. But basically, yeah, that I don't know, that's kind of it. I don't have a lot to say, but I did have a lot of fun. And then when you see me, like, I don't know, I was messing around with a couple of ideas for the background in Procreate before I moved over to Ibis Paint. I was just like, green, because green eye, and then leopard print, because leopard print is fun. I don't know, I just really like leopard print, guys. Buy me leopard print. Leopard print? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, I know you guys just saw it, but also brief warning for, well, I guess very late brief warning for, Slate eye strain. I don't think it's really eye strain, but I don't know, everyone's eyes are different. So, this is for a single green mouse on Artfight, but a singular green mouse on Discord. That low-key confused me a little bit, because I was trying to, like, search for people's, like, profiles that I didn't have yet in, like, the search bar. And I just happened, I don't know, I think I happened upon it upon a summer's day. But anyways, point aside, I saw Orion, and I also, a singular green mouse. Did I say gray before? I don't know. I'm frazzled. But congratulations on being the honorable mention. I initially wasn't going to do one, because I'm very on the fence when it comes to adding honorable mentions to lists, because some people don't know how to do it. Like, what do you mean you're making a top 5 list, but then you have 5 honorable mentions? Just make a top 10 list at that point. Oh my god! Anyways, but I wanted to do an honorable mention because I genuinely couldn't decide between Junos and Mouses. So, you have a name. I don't know what your name is. I'm so sorry. Am I mean? Well, also on your Artfight, it also just says you're a singular green mouse. So, you know, it is what it is. But I saw Orion, and for some reason, I just really wanted to draw them in, like, the hyperpop. Not really hyperpop, because like I said, this isn't, I don't know, it feels like a crime to call this hyperpop, but like with very bright colors, you know? But like within reason. Within reason, because I'm not a hyperpop king yet. I will be one day, because I do really love the hyperpop art style. I love hyperpop, like, pieces of work. I know that there's a YouTuber, and I watched the video before, where, like, they explain, like, how they do hyperpop art, but I'm not, am I goated enough to practice? Yes, I am. We're all good enough to practice. But yeah, I did have a lot of fun doing this one. I was watching Not Even Emily. Oh my gosh, guys, I love this brush. what's called brush? What's this brush called? Marilla? I don't know. It's called something, and I love it. I love coloring with it because it adds like the variation of colors that's really fun to play around with. It does make it harder to color pick from like your painting itself, but I love it. I love it, guys. It's so fun, and it adds so much like variation. Sorry, guys. I need to be serious, guys. This is so like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I need to lock in. This is so bad. Anyways, there, that's it. I did it. I finished it. Oh, actually, no, I didn't. I put like little exclamation points because it looked too empty. But yeah, I don't know why they're pansexual though. So next up is for my friend Dart. This is for its character who's just called the Goddess. I don't know, mild nudity. It's not even really nudity because you can't really see anything. So mild body part warning, I guess. Even though you've already seen it. I don't know why I'm doing these warnings so late. Maybe whatever guys. But I was really excited to do the Goddess because the Goddess had no attacks. And by the way, Dart has like what, 16, 17 characters to choose from on their Artfight. Guys, like, go attack everyone in this video because their designs are so cool. And the fact that like I'm only doing one because I want to, you know, get to as many people as possible. Like, it was actually really hard to choose. I was stuck between like the one character whose name I'm low-key blanking on, but like she's purple and she's heart themed, and I wanted to do her initially, but then I was like, the Goddess would be so much more fun to do. So I did it. I didn't. I also had an overwhelming urge to use yellow for one reason or another. I don't know. I really wanted to yellow it up. So seeing the Goddess's color palette was definitely like, I can yellow with that, you know, because she's yellow. And it's like they say in Ride the Cyclone when they're introducing Ocean O'Connell, Rosenberg, if it's yellow, let it mellow, and I'm certainly letting this Goddess mellow. If you know what I mean. Okay, anyways, so I also kind of realized at this point that I was doing just a lot of like singular character illustrations, which is fine, but I should probably branch out and start doing more like interactions and whatnot, because that would be fun. I think that would be fun and it'd be cool, and I think it'd also be more appealing to the masses. So I'm looking around my room because I'm staring at this mirror, and like it's one of those mirrors that has like different like size like mirrors in it, you know, and I'm trying to figure out where this pattern is coming from because I don't know where it is. It might be my Spider-Man poster. I don't know. But anyways, guys, do you see what I mean about this brush? It's so fun to just play around with. Like, I'm not even like, it's so fun. It's so good. I think the only thing that made me upset about this brush was that it doesn't like you can't really, it's hard to get a pure white. I think I did at some point, but I don't know how I did it. I don't know. This wasn't actually like part of the design, I don't think, but I kind of wanted to make it look like the some of the places of light in the, like, especially like on her chest and on her arm, like they were cracking, like bursting through her skin. So it was something that I thought of. I don't know, guys. Just because I thought it looked cool mostly. But oh my gosh, I really loved doing this one. I was like rubbing my little hands together, being like, oh my god, I might have cooked here, Jeremy. What do you mean your name's not Jeremy? You literally said yesterday that your name was Jeremy. No, you can't take it back. You literally wrote on your job application that your name was Jeremy. When you applied for this role of listening to a professional yapper, you said, yeah, my name's Jeremy and I can listen to you. And where'd your country accent go? Guys, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Their name was Jeremy, right, guys? Anyways. I'm over it. Just vote. Okay, sorry. My other favorite thing, because I looked up like goddess art for inspiration on like the background especially. And the flower's just there because I don't know, I didn't want to do spirals out forever. But yeah. Next up is an attack for Shut Up Caleb, aka Kel. This one was fairly short because I think this was the very last attack that I did on July 2nd. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what this was. And I was tired. My wrist was low-key hurting. So I just did a little bit of a sketch between Kel's characters, Jamie and what's the other one named? Hold on, give me a second. It's Jamie and Dante. Sorry, I'm really bad with names. But it's just Jamie as a plushie. No, Dante is a plushie laying on Jamie's head. Why? I don't really know. I thought it would be funny, and it is kind of funny, so that's how it is now. I'm probably gonna, oh, my tummy. If I have time, then I'll most definitely go back and do another attack for Kel, just because this entire video is just like a bunch of illustrations, and then there's the sketch, which isn't bad, because I'm glad that I took the time to do a sketch instead of forcing myself to do more. But I want to do a lot of illustrations, guys. You don't get it. Okay, so this is an attack for Tabby Dapper Sir. Another one of my friends. Sorry, guys. A lot of these are going to be for my friends and mutuals. I would hope that you would have understood that if you read my profile. Like, did you even read my DNI? Sorry. Anyways, but this is for Sir's character Miriam, and I was low-key intimidated by this design because that's a lot of eyes in no particular like space. So I made a note to myself that I would put the eyes for the most part just on like one or two on each feather. I don't know, that felt easy for me to do. That felt manageable for me. So I did it, and I had a lot of fun. This is definitely a point in time where I was just like, okay, it would have probably actually been easier for me to just draw in all the eyes at once instead of the way I did do it, but I've committed to this method. I've committed to the method of drawing in my sketch and just drawing in shapes and then erasing it and then adding back to it and then erasing some more, and then it's become a perpetual cycle. A cycle that I cannot escape. And that's okay. That's okay. That is, you know what, that's fine. It is what it is. And our, how do I say, you can't beat what it is because nothing bad ever happens to, sorry. I'm trying really hard to lock in, guys, but it's so like not happening. I don't know. I don't really draw armor like that. I don't know. Just because, again, like, none of my characters are really set in, like, a fantasy, like, setting where they would need armor, like, to fight. Sorry, I had to crack my back. Oh my gosh. I'm just, like, snapping and crackling everywhere, like popcorn in a pan. But yeah, I don't know. But I do enjoy drawing it. I just never do it. Because it's kind of fun to add like little shapes and whatnot, but then we get into where like things connect and it's basically math. So then I give up. So props to people who draw armor consistently. You know who you are. If you're watching this and you're in my Discord server, you know who you are. I don't know how you do that, bro. But it is fun. I'm probably gonna learn how to do it more just because I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm missing out by not knowing how by not fully grasping how to draw armor. I feel like I'm missing out just a little bit. But yeah, so now we're starting on the colors. And again, what I said before is that it's kind of hard to get like a pure white with this brush. I think that there are like different, I don't know. I keep getting different shades of white. You know what, that's fine. I did have fun coloring in the eyes a little bit though. And this one, I decided to play around with lighting again. Again, is any of this accurate? No, probably not. It's probably like half accurate and then mostly like, what the flip are you doing? But it looks cool. It looks cool. And that's what matters, okay? At the end of the day, what is art if not something that looks a little bit cool? So I did that, and then I went ahead and just wanted to incorporate a little bit more And then I realized that I didn't do it properly, so then I went back and I redid it. Guys, don't be afraid to redo things in your art. Never be afraid.
And then I made it a little bit sinister, and I put a little bit of blood on her cheek, and also on the arrow.
So yeah,
oh baby, I was supposed to.
Am I allowed to sing that? Anyways, yeah, and then I did a little more of that. I don't know how I feel about it, but I did it. So next up is so this took, I think, about 5 hours. Why, when, how, where, I don't really know, but I think it took 5 hours. This is for my mutual red. How do I explain this? Basically, we're doomed Yuri. And so I drew us as like Magnet, the song, the Vocaloid song. Why? Because it's funny. But I think the reason this took so long is because well, for one thing, you're gonna see, like, I, for some reason, decided I was gonna go ham on the hair. I don't know why. And this is in the next one too, the next and final one in this video. I just decided that I was gonna, like, detail the hair in a way that I've never done before. And I did. And it doesn't look bad. But I'm really questioning everything right now. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know what's happening anymore. This, for context, when I was doing this, I think I started the sketch, like, I don't know, at some point. And then, on July 3rd. I started it on July 3rd. And then, my family, we had plans to go to the beach to celebrate the 4th. While they were celebrating, I was just kind of sitting there drawing doomed Yuri on the beach and getting attacked by birds. That's not a joke, by the way. This bird was about to kill me. Okay, this bird. I understand why Alfred Hitchcock wrote The Birds now. I'm not sorry. I'm avoiding the question, guys. Who even am I? Oh, but basically, yeah, we were sitting on the beach, and it was like a 3-hour car ride there, or was it 5 hours? I don't really know. Let me do the math. It's a 3-hour car ride, I'm pretty sure. Wait, we left at 10. We left around like 10, and then we got there like 2 something. Yes, 2 in the morning, and that's why I'm so tired, because I didn't sleep, because it was so cramped in the car. And I just, oh my gosh, I did not sleep. I got like an hour and a half of rest, maybe. And then I was just awake at the beach because I didn't want to go to sleep on the beach. Because, you know what's on the beach? Horseflies. And they hurt. They hurt when they bite you. And I hate them so much. I am like #1 anti-horsefly, like, advocator. We need to get rid of them. We need to, I don't know. That is like entirely besides the point. But yeah, I worked on this in the car ride, and then I would like take breaks because I surprisingly didn't get car sick, actually, when I was working on this, but I was just like, okay, well, this is tiring. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna stare wistfully out the window, but most of my time was spent trying to detail this and also figuring out the pose and the fingers. And you'll see me later, like, figure out and remember, wait, Red Sona has, like, claws. Which, for some reason, I didn't realize as I was going in on the hands. But, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever. I don't draw stuff like this often, but I think it's really cute that, like, remember back in the beginning when I started it with a heart around them? I mostly use that, like, as a guideline for their heads to figure out, like, where they would be. I love human beings. I love human bodies, because I love how, like when humans when people kiss, like, their hearts, their hands make heart, not their hands. Their heads make hearts. Oh, people hug, their bodies kind of make hearts. I don't know, I think it's adorable. I think that's really cute. So I don't know, I saw it once on Pinterest and I'm never letting go of it. Yeah. But I had started, for this one in particular, I started doing a different version, well, not a different version, but my first draft, which I soon deleted because I couldn't figure it out, and I was like, maybe I should just give up. This is a stupid joke. And then I was like, no. You know what? No. I'm grown and I'm gonna look in. So I did. And I took like the magnet like music video cover, whatever it's called, and I just like traced I traced over the shapes to figure out where everything went, and I was like, okay, time of my studying to use, and then I started this. So guys, remember to figure out how the body works, because like, I don't know, I feel like it's not like, I don't know, as long as you're not actually posting like what you traced over, if you're just like using it like genuinely for a reference, because I just need to know where the shapes were. I just need to know how the angles worked so that I could do it myself. And you'll see that I did it myself. So that's definitely a big thing. And I unintentionally, like, I don't know, I had the reference like pulled up like on the little reference screen the whole time. But I don't know. What am I even saying? But I accidentally, like, not accidentally, I unintentionally made the outfits more similar than I thought. And I think it's just because I had it there just staring at me. Just Miku and Luca, just, I don't know. And then, oh my gosh, I hated myself for this. I accidentally selected way too much of the screen, and then I was trying to undo it, and then I somehow filled the entire screen. So then I just had to literally go in and erase everything. And it might have just been easier to clear the layer and reselect everything else that needed to be selected. But no, that's not the American way, is it? The American way is to put in your hard work. And mind you, I am doing this on the way to the beach for the 4th of July. So yeah, I did that. Anyways, I started working on it on the beach, like I said, but the sun was so bright, so I had to pick it up again later because I low-key couldn't see what I was coloring or where. So I picked it back up a little bit later. I think I actually did some of it like in the car, because we were at like the on sand vehicle location, so I would sit in the car for a little bit and I'd, you know, get some coloring done. But for the most part, I think I actually did a lot of this when I got back to the hotel? ? I'm not too sure, but I did have fun. Coloring is always my favorite part. I don't know, like, I've been having fun doing like the eraser method that I've been doing as of lately, but coloring is always going to be near and dear to my heart, because it's just like, you're just filling everything in and it's so fun. So that it usually goes by the quickest, which I don't know if it should be that way. I don't know. You know what? Who cares about how art should be? Let's just have fun. I'm gonna make a video about that, because like, oh my gosh, these TikTok negative Nancy's, bro, getting on my nerves. Like, oh, pillow shading is objectively bad because it holds back artists. Okay, but what if they think it's fun? Have you thought about that? What if they think it's fun? I don't care if it's proper technique or not, Alicia. Oh, my tummy made a noise, sorry. But Alicia, I don't care if it's proper technique or not. I care about whether or not this artist is having fun and whimsy and whether they like their art or not. You can't force me to not shade how I want. Sorry. Very unrelated side tangent. But this is honestly probably my favorite piece. I really like the lighting and the shading on this, and I don't know, I think it's adorable. I think it's cute. I was gonna write magnet, and then I decided not to, because it was late and I wanted to get this done, so I didn't do it. Yeah. Alright, so the final attack of this video is for my friend Nixcompuper. Nixie. Yes. And so I'm drawing their character, Luinara. I think I said that right. Forgive me if I didn't, but listen guys, I tried. Also, shout out to, how do I say this? Hold on, give me a second. Orchestra? Wait, it might just be Orchestra. Shout out to Orchestra. Send me a message on Artfight just now saying, I'm only here to say that I love your OCs and your channel. Thank you guys. Thank you and goodbye. I gotta pee really bad. I hope you had a good pee. Oh my gosh. I really hope that wasn't like private. I should probably message them back. I'll do that in a little bit. But anyways, I went through a couple of different just like, I don't know, modes of figuring out how I wanted to do this, and eventually I was like, you know what? She's gonna sit down on the moon. Why? Cause why not? Okay, she's the moon goddess. She's she's goddess of the moon and the stars and everything. She can sit on them if she wants to. So she is. And I also thought it would be fun. I don't know. I don't know, guys. You're gonna notice that I don't know what I'm doing for half of this. I really don't. And then here I am again, erasing everything. And at this point, it's like I'm running on 2.5 hours of sleep. Cause I slept on the way to the hotel. And if you've ever been to Ocean City on any holiday in the summer, dude, you know how bad the traffic is. I swear we almost got in a car crash like 10 times on the way there, and it's not even like a far drive. I don't know. But yeah, I slept on the way to the hotel. But again, 2 hours of sleep. At this point it's late because we went out to dinner, and then I had just finished the Red's attack. So here I am erasing all these individual little strands of hair, and I don't know why, because I've never done this before until recently. So I guess that this is just a thing that I'm doing now. I don't really know, but it looks good in the end, and that's what's important. I mean, looking back now, which I haven't done the face yet, but when I do the face, I kind of wish that I'd kind of gone in with a smaller brush initially, especially just for the head. But I don't know. I also feel like I don't know. I think for my next attacks, I'm gonna try to incorporate just some more like fun poses, cute little things like that, just to give the art more life, more livelihood. I was initially gonna make the entire like just base color brown so that I didn't have to color her skin, but then I was like, wait, but then I miss out on the fun effects of the brush.
So I just went in like this, and I colored it, and then
and I didn't have a plan for the background or like shading or lighting or anything, so I just kind of went in and played around with it until I found something I liked. Again, is this at all realistic? No, probably not. And guys, don't be mad at me. I'm just having fun. But yeah, whatever. Whatever, guys. It's not like I'm not gonna finish that. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Anyways, I went over the line art a little bit, and I don't know, just to
have a little bit of fun with it and play around with it.
And I don't know, I like this finished piece. I like it a lot. I think it's adorable, and yeah. Yeah. Anyways, since we're nearing the end of the video, I do want to say thank you guys for watching. But before I let you go, make sure that you go and check out these people's profiles, because honestly, they did amazing. Like, all their characters, everything. Oh my gosh, I'm eating it up. I'm digesting it. Boom, 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 boom. And out comes an attack. But yeah, make sure you check out their profiles. And also, I may or may not be opening commissions up soon, because a girl is a little bit broke and I don't have a job until the end of the month. Sorry, I should have censored that. Trigger warning, job. I won't have a job until the end of the month, so I'm opening commissions soon. What those commissions will be, we'll figure it out. Main payment method will probably be Cash App, but I'll look into some other things as well.
So, that's it. So long. Goodbye. I'll see you when I see you. Pick the street, I'll meet you on the other side.
What song is that?